So unit 2, object oriented analysis and design. So unit 2 topic is static UML diagrams. So presented by K. Satish Kumar, APCSE. So department CSE, third year, 5th sem. Subject name is CS 8592, object oriented analysis and design. So from the second unit, we are concentrate on this outcome, and that outcome is design software applications using OO concepts, that means object oriented concepts. So syllabus available in second unit. These are the syllabus. So class diagram, elaboration, domain model, finding conceptual classes and description classes, associations, attributes, domain model, refinement, finding conceptual classes, hierarchies, aggregation and composition, relationship between sequence diagrams and use cases, when to use class diagrams. These are all available in the second unit topics. So from this topics we get outcome is design software applications using object oriented concepts. We can able to design a software applications based on OOAD concepts, object oriented concepts. First one is phases in UP, unified process. UP stands for unified process. This is the steps to follow the phases of unified process. So when we process any one of the applications, any one of the process, any one of the work, through this method we want to achieve the process, any of the works. For that, first one is inception, second one is elaboration, third one is construction, and fourth one is transition. So inception means establish that the system is viable. So that is available in the features of feasibility study, business case, scope, estimation, then risk assessment, candidate architecture. The same way, what is mean by elaboration means establish the ability to build the system within constraints. So we develop some constraints. Within that constraint we have to execute in particular system. What the system going to be developed, that system only going to be constraining a particular process in through elaboration model. So elaboration model needs functional requirements, use cases, domain model, address risk, plan and replan, design model, architecture based. Next, third one is the output from elaboration. It's going to be construction. So construction means build a beta version of the system. You can implement the system here only. For that, new code and refactoring, add, extend use cases and plan and replan. Next step is after implementing we have to test. So the test is bug fixes, optimization, evaluation, like that process. So roll out a fully functional system to customer. So transition is optimization, bug fixes and production releases. After when you initialize the process, it will start inception. After finally we have to publish the process, means it will be completing the after completing the transition process, transition phases or process, anything. Next one is inception. We can see elaborately in inception. So inception means a feasibility study. Is there is a project is in that what's the vision, scope, business. So inception, what are all the requirements need, that only going to be executed here. So remarks on the inception. So what are all the remarks? Supplementary specifications, vision glossary, use case models, most use case written in brief format, 10 to 20% cases written in fully dressed format. When we design a model, 10 to 20% we can easily understand that process. So that only going to be developed in this inception model. Next one is most influential and risk quality requirements identified first version of the vision under SS documents. So next one is what is inception. Inception is the initial short step to establish a common vision and a basic scope for the project. When we develop any project, what is the scope, what is the business basic scope or a common vision for to develop that particular project. If you need anything in that project itself, then only going to be a inception is accepted in that particular project. So include analysis of the perhaps 10% of use cases, analysis of critical non-functional requirements, and creation of business case and preparation of development environment so that programming can start in the following elaboration phase. So what are all the elaboration phase? After completing the vision, what is the vision of the project, what is the basic scope of the project, in that they can analyze overall inception of the project. After completing the inception phases, it will be produced to the elaboration phase. So that only they mentioned here. Vision means what do we want to. Next, scope means what do we include or not include, what will we include in a project or not include in a project. Next, business case, who wants it and why you develop this project, who wants this project, like that they can decide in that inception phase itself. Next, questions of in inception. So projects required a short initial step in which the following kinds of questions are explored. What are all the questions? So what is the vision and the business case for the project feasibly? So next, buy or build in this system. A rough unreliable range of cost, or 10k or dollar symbol 10k millions. Should we proceed or stop? Next, these questions after developing, after executing the inception phase, all questions need we get answers. All questions we get answers to develop to go the next step of elaboration phase. So do the stakeholders have basic agreement on the vision of the project, and it's worth with investing in serious investigation. So after completing, whatever the problem statement is available here, to solve that problem, what is the uses of that solving a problem, and then what is your vision of the project, what is your cost of the project, how they build, how much cost, who needs this project, that all questions available answers here itself. What is the answer? Inception process is the answer of all the questions. What you get in inception means defining the vision, and then obtaining an order of magnitude unreliable estimate. It requires doing some requirements exploration. Next, purpose of the inception phase, not to define all the requirements or generate a believable estimate or project plan. Next one is most requirement analysis occur during the elaboration phase in parallel with yearly production quality programming and testing. So yearly what the requirements going to be fulfilled, that only going to be a production phase is going to develop the project through elaboration phase. So next, how long is inception? Inception phase should relatively short for most projects. Inception phase is an initialization phase.